So I have a pre-adolescent son who I speak to often about what he wants to do in life as far as career choices or entrepreneurial choices. And in order to start to plan and start to gain the knowledge that's necessary, even at this young age, start doing your research. So stay on them. I ask them often. Of course, at that age, they kind of change a lot, but I'm trying to impress upon him the importance of gaining skills in order to protect yourself from a poverty situation. In many of our lives, we have experienced some form many of us, I should say, have experienced some form of just not being able to make it. And it is a horrific experience for all involved. It's stressful for the parent who has to figure out how they're going to support their children. And of course, it's stressful for the children because their basic needs aren't being met. The struggle is real, as we've all heard other people say, if not ourselves, but the struggle can be avoided if proper planning and strategic moves are made in a person's youth. And what I always impress upon any young person I get to talk to who I have any type of influence with or the respect of, I always impress upon them the need for in-demand skills. We're going into what I consider a new revolution, which will involve robotics, green energy, of course, computer programming and internet security. Anything that involves computers isn't going away anytime soon. Those are the fields, of course, in healthcare, definitely. Those are the fields. Truck driving, I can continue to name some, piloting. Airplanes are going to get more advanced in their operation, but they aren't going anywhere. So gaining those type of skills aren't the hardest thing in the world to do. They're widely available at many of the technical and junior colleges in our communities across the entire country. And, you can get your CDL at colleges. A lot of colleges have truck driving training programs. They have schools where you can gain, schools, independent schools where you can gain skills in the medical industry. You could go to that same school and also get a computer programming certificate or degree. So the possibilities are endless, and you need to get those multiple skills in order to make sure that you always have something that's in demand. I myself was just looking at a program at a local technical school centered around solar energy, installation, repair, etc. And I'm considering it for myself because I know that that's going to be in demand in the very, very near future. So those are the steps that young people should be looking at and taking as early as possible in order to secure themselves against poverty, against struggling. Those are skills that will be needed for, decades, maybe even generations. So it's a guarantee that you will always eat, your family will always eat, and that you don't have to be influenced by anything of a criminal nature in order to survive. We we have to hedge ourselves against that, against that possibility. We don't want that to even be in the realm of thought, for ourselves or our children. So we need to start to get them to think about that at an early age, and to push them to make those type of moves to guarantee that they have a solid financial future, and that they're able to support themselves and any of the loved ones that they might join themselves to or bring into this world. So that's something that's extremely important as parents. We should be supporting it. We should be, even if we have to learn together, teaching our children about financial literacy. Even if we can only spare $2 to $5 a pay period, we should be putting something up, not only for ourselves but for our children as well, just to try to give them a head start. Getting those life insurance policies that they can withdraw money from in their future, that have prices that won't change. Those are important things. We need to do better about setting our kids up at a certain point, which I believe is the point where you have them. It should be more about them and securing their future as opposed to your own personal needs. So those things should be pushed to the side, and you should be focusing on creating, maintaining, and developing a purposeful, healthy, supportive life for them and future for them. So that's something that we don't, I think, give enough regard to. Of course, keeping them safe. We shouldn't expose them to anything, any type of lifestyle or event or what have you that could change the course of their life. We all know the effect that trauma has on children. It's extremely hard for them to recover from. I have adult friends who are as young as 45 and as old as their 60s who have suffered from traumatic events in their childhood and have never fully recovered. Mental issues, including depression, they've suffered from since. And, that's something that children shouldn't have to endure. You know what I mean? We need to create safe, fulfilling, wonderful lives and great memories for them, and do whatever we need to do in order to make that happen. So just a little bit of advice. This is something that I'm not only making for you all, but I'm making for myself. We never know how long we're going to have on this earth. And I want, of course, to leave information for my own children and their offspring. So hopefully this type of content, place where content can be stored, will remain forever. Or at least as long as this world keeps spinning. So once again, I appreciate you for taking a look at my video. Like and subscribe if you like. Appreciate you watching. Leave any comments below. And of course, as soon as I'm able to, I'll take a look and respond likewise. All right. Appreciate you. Have a great day or night.